You remember I used to say 4 years ago, we're going to bring back the words Merry Christmas. We did, right? Merry Christmas. Those big department stores, they like Happy New Year. I said, no, you can say them both, but you can't do one without the other. Merry Christmas is back. You notice that, right? And pretty soon we're going to be there. Joe Biden will shut them. They spied in the campaign. Exactly. See, I never do anything to just, to like encourage it, because they say, he led the chant, lock him up, lock him up. He led the chant against crooked Hillary. All she did was get rid of 33,000 emails when she got a subpoena from Congress. She deleted them, she acid washed them, and then she took a hammer to her telephones and she beat the hell out of the phone. I've gotten rid of a lot of phones, I've never hit them with a hammer. Has anybody hit the phone with a hammer? I don't know. Well, we'll have to tell that to Ron Johnson. We can put that. That is a strange event, Ron. I'll bet you never hit your phone with a hammer. No, it's called you throw it out, right? You throw out your phone. You start all over again. All up here alone. Think of this. I have the Democrats. They impeach me for making a phone call. No, I make a phone call to a man I never met, the president, the new president of Ukraine. Congratulations, congratulations. It was a perfect phone call. Everybody said it. 297 to nothing in the House, the Republicans voted, right? It's like this perfect phone call. Congratulate. Everyone's telling me, please call him. He just won. Oh, do I have, I'm busy, right? And I say, okay, I'll call him. Get the president. Nice guy. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. By the way, if you see any crime, because we're supposed to have a crime, because it's a lot of corruption there, please report it to the Attorney General of the United States. Oh, we should impeach him. I got impeached over a perfect phone call. But they didn't know we had the call essentially recorded. Thank goodness we had, because they were making up stories, right? They died when they heard we had it transcribed by very professional people. They died because it had already been way down the track by the time they found that out. I had to do that. We called up. We said, do you mind if we put your phone down? I mean, you guys are already in a lockdown, so you might not notice it as much. Hey, Governor, you got to open up your state here. You got to open it up. Gotta open it up. It's sad. It's sad. You gotta go back. You understand? You're gonna socially distance. You're gonna do all the things you want to do. But we're having these outdoor rallies. They say outdoor. Normally we'd go into an arena. I actually like this stuff better. Although sometimes it's snowing and sleet. I loved that last stop, but it was, the rain was pouring like sideways. It was going, that stuff. That's when you say, I love the indoor arenas, but I like these. With a day like this, it's so beautiful. It's great. Is there any place better to be than a Trump rally? No, seriously. My strength, my young age. Now, I made the case. CNN got very angry. I said, I'm not concerned. No, I said when I got better quick. Now, CNN got very angry. Fake news. CNN is totally fake. I'm looking up to the sky. A friend of mine said, you're the most famous man in the world. I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, he said, no, who's more famous than you? You're the most famous man in the world. What are you talking about? Who's more famous? I said, Jesus Christ. And I don't want to take any chances. So I looked up and I said, and it's not even close. And you'll have no school, no graduations, no weddings, no Thanksgiving, no Christmas, no 4th of July, no future. Other than that, he's doing a fantastic job. Biden wants to keep everyone locked up, even young Americans who are extremely low risk, like we talked about. He wants to steal the dreams and the future of our young people. Our relentless efforts, only 3% of the emergency room visits nationwide are related to the virus. Think of that, 3%. Because you know what it is? They only talk about cases. The reason we have so many cases is because we test. If I tested half, you know, they said test, test, test. We test more than any country in the world by far. We have the best tests. These are things that we never even had 6 months ago. Now, if I said, let's cut the testing down in half, you'd have half. Everyone would say, oh, the cases are way down, right? But you know what? It's good because we know if there's a problem, et cetera, et cetera. We know if there's a hot spot. But that's exactly what it is. I mean, but what we do and what we've done so well are the therapies. And if you think of it, the fatality rate is down 85% and more now. Think of that. But they talk about cases because, you know, when you hear 3% of the emergency rooms are devoted, you know, it's supposed to be 100% and the hospitals are going to close. They don't know what's going on. It's been amazing what we've been able to do. Germany, yeah, first of all, they have different ways of counting. You know, in Germany, if you have a bad heart and you're ready to die, or if you have cancer and you're going to be dying soon, and you catch COVID, that happens, we mark it down to COVID. You know, our doctors get more money if somebody dies from COVID. You know that, right? I mean, our doctors are very smart people. So what they do is they say, I'm sorry, but, you know, everybody dies of COVID. But in Germany and other places, if you have a heart attack or if you have cancer, you're terminally ill, you catch COVID, they say you died of cancer. You died of heart attack. With us, when in doubt, choose COVID. It's true. No, it's true. Now they'll say, oh, it's terrible what he said. But that's true. It's like $2,000 more. So you get more money. This could only happen to us. Where cases are now surging. Yesterday it was announced last quarter, our economy grew at the astonishing speed, 33.1%, the largest GDP growth ever recorded, and not just by a little bit, by more than double. The governor just informed us, though, that, so we have 25,000 people, 25,000 people, that's a lot, you got a lot here, 25,000 people in Minnesota. They said, we can only have 250 people. So they were hoping I'd say, oh, well, we can't do that. Let's turn around. No, we're going to go. We're going to go. Be very interesting. Even if we see 250 people, can I be honest with you? Everybody understands. You can't play those games. That could very well, aside from Omar, Omar is our secret weapon. Ilhan Omar, that's our secret weapon in Minnesota. No, she doesn't love our country, you know? I don't like people that don't love our country, I don't. And the other, and you know all about this because you've had your things. The other is we want law and order. We got to have law and order, which is the worst trade deal ever made. And China's entry into the World Trade Organization, which cost Wisconsin 130 minimum manufacturing jobs. At every turn, Biden betrayed American workers and twisted his knife into the back of Wisconsin workers. You suffered as much as anybody. Biden's also spent half a century betraying black Americans.